Over the past 3 years, I've been spending a lot of time thinking about systems dependence and how that shows up in our lives and how easy it is to become dependent on one job, one employer, one paycheck, right? And there's nothing at all wrong with having a good job. I hope you do. But I think we need to start talking more about what happens when that system changes. Over the last year and a half, we've watched hundreds of thousands of people lose their job, hundreds of thousands of women lose high paying roles, hundreds of thousands of people that look like me lose their ability to take care of their families. The system that they were taught to rely on, that they invested in, that they went to school and got master's degrees and doctorate degrees so that they can contribute to, discarded them. That's why there's the expression that job stands for just over broke, because it very much keeps you dependent and keeps you trapped and can dispose of you whenever it wants. Now, I'm not sharing this to be negative, right? But to increase awareness that we want to talk about self-dependent, self-sufficiency, we really have to make sure that we're creating systems that support us, and that we're limiting our reliance on big business. I'm not saying hustle. I'm not saying everyone needs to be an entrepreneur. Everybody does not need to have their own business. Somebody needs to work, right? We need to be able to do jobs, but we need to be able to navigate change when change happens. So, I'm hosting this conversation this week, Freedom Through Wealth, and we're going to talk about multiple streams of income, but not the conversation that people have when they're like trying to sign you up for something. I'm not selling anything, and I'm not talking about working harder. I'm talking about making sure that you use what you have to support you outside of that job. So I hope you're going to join, but also I'm just really interested in those that have created their own systems of self-sufficiency around a skill set, around a gift, around a knowledge base. What does that look like? And what are your plans to expand that in the future? That's the conversation that's coming up. If you would like to join that conversation, let me know. I'd love to have you. We all need to have it. If you can't have it with me, make sure you're having it with someone.